First of all, I do want to say, before I start the video, I do not condone or encourage the use of this product, and I will not be advertising. This is just strictly for my personal opinion and expressing it. But without further ado, we are going to be reviewing, unfortunately I do not have a brand new pack, Marlboro Originals king size 25 pack cigarettes. Of course, it's basic Canadian branding with the huge warning here, basic color, and just the text that says Marlboro Original 25 cigarettes, KS for king size. So, and then on the side here it just says Marlboro Original, if I can read that, which I cannot, Imperial Tobacco Canada. Gotta say, big fan of these ones. And then of course on these ones it has the sticker that says duty paid Canada, and this is the Ontario sticker. Without further ado, we're going to open it up. It just has help your heart here, and then inside we are going to pull out a cigarette and I will show you it. So this one, of course, it has the warning on the butt that says cigarettes cause leukemia, and a corkscrew strip that specifies it's a full-size cigarette. Now, without further ado, I'm going to light it up, say my personal opinions on it, and some facts about the company. Let's get to it. Now, this is my go-to. This is my go-to cigarette. My favorite is the Marlboro Originals. It's that or DK's premium full flavors. So these, from what I can tell with research I have done on this company, they are nothing like the American brand of Marlboros. They use a Canadian blend of tobacco, and if I remember right, they use an American or some other overseas tobacco blend inside. I may not be right about this. Take that information with a grain of salt. But these are not the American Marlboro cigarettes. The biggest difference between the two is that the Marlboro brand in Canada have been on and off the market since, if I do remember correctly, the 30s, the 1930s. And they've just been on and off the market. They use a different brand, different blend for cigarettes. But the only similarities between the brand is the Marlboro nameplate. That's the only thing that is the same with the American Marlboro brand. They only use the same nameplate because, if I remember correctly, my research might be wrong, so take it with a grain of salt, the American company ended up selling the nameplate to a Canadian company, or the Canadian version of Marlboro bought the rights to use the nameplate and made their own cigarettes. But these are a pretty good cigarette, if I have to say so myself. They have a very strong tobacco, almost like a woody with a slight hint of a creamy, like a nutty, creamy flavor. They're pretty good, if you ask me. And the flavor stays in your mouth for a little bit. Now, with a grain of salt, I did just have a Canadian Goose Light before this. So this is my second cigarette of this night. But this is a full flavor now, and I quite do enjoy my full flavor cigarettes, if I say so myself. It's pretty good. It's got a nice flavor to it. Of course, I do not condone any of this behavior. If you do have problems with addiction, please visit gosmokefree.gc.ca/quit, or if you do have a problem with cigarette addiction, please call 1-866-366-3667. I do not condone any of this. Of course, this is just me expressing my personal opinion of brands of cigarettes. Now, I'm going to say a few things about personality-wise of what I like. Imperial Tobacco Canada, Montreal, is the tobacco that they use, or the importer for the tobacco. And if I remember correctly, that's what Putters and Demoriers use. I will be wrong, but you will find out when I do the review of those cigarettes, which I might do tomorrow. But I quite enjoy this. This is my go-to cigarette when I go to the gas station to buy cigarettes. Now, when I go to the Reserve, as I can, I typically buy DK's Premium Full Flavor. But if I'm at a gas station, I will buy Marlboro Originals. But without that, the video is reaching almost 6 minutes long. It's going to be longer. I'm going to butt out the cigarette now and say my outro. That was a pretty nice one. And I do have an ashtray to throw these out, so I'm not leaving them around my amazing shop that I work in. So, without further ado, I do not condone any of this, of course. This is just me expressing what I have found smoking different brands of cigarettes. And, yeah, I think we'll see you guys in the next review. See ya.